the episode I was going to do this morning. Actually doing it tonight. Um, I'm your host, ZD Zach Dawson of the Iamacreator group. If you guys are joining in, want to catch more MLB 19 every 1 to 2 days a week, managing the Cardinals. Be sure to hit that red support button if you guys are new in the chat. You guys can also hit that red support like button, Smash the like button, tweet them out, say a comment, type it in, add them to a playlist. And also, if there's anybody in the chat that does have a Twitter, you can do so. Like, follow me on Twitter anytime you like. Iamacreator equals Payitforward and be rewarded. Hope you watch those videos in full. Like the videos in full. I also apologize for this morning's disconnection. I was trying to do a new episode of baseball this morning, but it only lasted almost a half hour, so I actually took it out of the uploads and see what the outcome's going to be tonight. Like the videos, share them, tweet them out, add them to a playlist. And we never ask for support back. You guys also want to vote for the idol. You can do so. Aladdin's at 28. The Great Summon is at 12. As there will be game 1 of 2. As there will be the 5 and 8 Cardinals visiting the 9 and 4 Cincinnati Reds. In game 1 of 2 in Cincinnati, in the state of Ohio. In game 1 in Cincinnati, on the mound for the 5 and 8 Cardinals of the season will be Adam Wainwright. He has an 0-1 record, 20 strikeouts, 2.25 ERA. On the mound for the 9 and 4 Reds will be Alex Wood, 2-0 record, 9 strikeouts, 1.50 ERA. If you take your down to the ballpark tonight. As far as The Last of Us Part 2 goes, I think it'll be this Thursday, as we speak. So on the mound for the 5 and 8 Cardinals of the season, game 1 Cincinnati, will be Adam Wainwright. He has an 0-1 record, 2.25 ERA. And here's the starting lineup for the 5 and 8 Cardinals tonight. Leading off will be Tommy Edman, the rookie. Colin Wong is at second base. Paul Goldschmidt is at first base. Marcell Ozuna at left field. Batting fifth will be right fielder Jose Martinez. Paul DeJong is at shortstop. Tyler O'Neill, center fielder. Batting eighth, the catcher Yadier Molina. And batting ninth, the pitcher on the mound for the 5 and 8 Cardinals will be Adam Wainwright. What's up, brother Mark? How you doing? Like I said, I apologize for this morning, guys. I still don't get that much disconnections, but hopefully it doesn't happen tonight, so we can try to regroup quite a bit and see what we can do this time. So The Last of Us Part 2 will be sometime this week, which I think it might be this Thursday. So I don't think it'll be a problem. Tomorrow and Wednesday, I go back tomorrow from 8 to 3, and then I've got 7:30 to 12. So tomorrow and Wednesday, guys, new episodes of Borderlands 3. We are definitely going back to it tomorrow, and then I'm off this Thursday. So on the mound for the 9 and 4 Reds. In game 1 Cincinnati will be Alex Wood. Alex Wood making the third start, 2-0 record season, 1.50 ERA, 10 hits, 3 walks and 9 strikeouts to his resume. And leading off for the 5 and 8 Cardinals will be Tommy Edman, 231, 4 stolen bases. Guys will also get IGN News, but since it was only a half hour this morning, I'm like, you know what, we could have done IGN News this morning, and we will get some of that tonight. So, but all I have to do tomorrow is only 8 to 3, which is actually basically the same thing, a little more better than the 9 to 6 thing. It's not a problem. Foul ball to right and stand, strike 2. So, from outside the veteran staying right where it's at, so it's not a problem. And he struck him out inside. That's the first out for the Cardinals. Game 1 Cincinnati. Angels 11, Cubs 5 in Chicago.
Who's the one to watch, Dan?
So how is everyone doing tonight? Hope you guys are good, staying safe, making sure everybody wears a mask or something like that. Becomes mandatory with the coronavirus. Pirates won, Nationals won in Washington.
He plays like the Zen man.
That'll bring in Colin Wong, second baseman. 240, 1 home run, 2 ribbies.
He's gone 2 for 5.
I also have been coming back from Subway earlier tonight, so despite the disc injection this morning. Strike one at the bottom left, the other corner. I also I'm always delivering a shout out to my buddy Zombie. I jumped in this morning. It actually went pretty good. So I'm gonna be in with them tonight. I don't know. I don't think it's tonight. I think it's tomorrow. It's actually going to be tomorrow around. I think it's 9 o'clock tomorrow night, if I'm correct. So I'm going to be jumping in with him. I haven't heard from my opponent at all today, so not since this morning. 1-1 count coming up. Foul ball to left, strike 2. So how you been tonight, Brother Mark? Anything interesting tonight, guys? Ball 2 to the right, 2-2. White Sox 5, Yankees 2 in New York City. So it's actually going to be tomorrow night around 9 o'clock, so I'm definitely jumping on that. That'll be fly ball to left center field. And he makes the catch, second out for the Cardinals. That'll bring up first baseman Paul Goldschmidt, 170 average. Tigers 7, Twins 1 in Minnesota. Ball 1 at the bottom. But I think we should be okay going into tomorrow. Because all you have to do is work 8 to 3 from the morning to the afternoon. So, strike 1 to the left. Rays 5, Jays 1 in Toronto. I don't know if my pun's going to be in the chat tonight or not. Ball 2, 2-1. Go back from work. Team Gohan is taking good. taking good YouTubers with no reason. So what does that leave him? Any projection on that? 3-1 on deck. Marcell Zona with 208 average. Either way, I think we should be okay tonight. I think we might be okay. 3-1 by Wood. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Foul ball to right, strike 2 from the bottom of the zone. We have right when I was going to give you guys Isaiah news this morning, the disc popped out for some reason. And that's the ball 4. First walk by Wood.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks
gives up the first walk. Paul Goldschmidt for the 5 and 8 Cardinals in Game 1 in Cincinnati. Next up, we have Marcell Zona, left fielder. 208, 3 home runs, 8 ribbies. He's a left-handed batter. Runner at first, 2 outs. Yeah, my opponent and I didn't talk that much on Facebook today. I pointed out, well, basically, I thought I was going to have a call earlier today, but actually last night, but specifically, no. Ball 2 to the right, 2-0. Basically, no. Despite the fact, I tried calling once or twice, actually once, after I did a new episode of Doom Eternal, so, but what Doom Eternal was pretty good. It was pretty good last night. So, I called around almost 10 o'clock and last night, and apparently, I was thinking a little bit. Ball 3 to the left. 3-0. On deck, Jose Martinez for 106 average, 1 home run, 3 ribbies. Well, because Wood's already given up 1 walk. Comes to 3-0. Nods his head. That'll be foul ball to right, strike 1. And of course, with my Subway family, it was good. I stood around for a while. So, that swing, strike 2 at the bottom, 3-2. Leave him losing supporters fast other bad things he done is not right. Well, it's actually up to him what he's doing with his channel. Even though violence won't solve anything. And that's a second walk by Wood. Now that would be dumb to start a war with somebody you do know or do not know. That wants respect, wants to ask for money, anything like that, you know. Here comes right fielder Jose Martinez. 106, 1-on-1, 3 ribbies. First base and second base, 2 outs. Ward has given up 2 walks. He's also on the mound for the 9-4 Reds. Ball 1 up top, 1-0. Ward's given up 11 balls, 11 strikes, total of 22 with the 9-4 Reds.
Looking to boost that even higher here.
Yeah, the past nearly a week, nearly a little over a week, my views on the episodes of the weekly schedule format Forevermore is doing very good. They've been doing pretty good, even though there's only been a couple of disconnections. But I've still been doing pretty good for the most part. So it hasn't been too bad. 2-0 count by Wood. Ball 3, 3-0. On deck is Paul DeZong, 204 average. He is on deck. Wood has given up not 1 but 2 walks already tonight. Wood trying to regroup his thoughts. Swing and miss at the bottom, 3-1. Don't forget, Team Gohan did steal people's videos. That's a dumb thing too. Yep, definitely. That'll cause you to lose supporters. Not giving anything but yourself for what you're doing. All he's doing is trying to get respect from somebody. That's what he's doing. Foul ball to right in the stands, strike 2. Be like, for something he's doing something that he's doing to himself, you know. No one should be able to do that. So, and a foul ball to right in the stands, strike 2.
And no one will track it down.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not
his speed was 53 miles per hour.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended?
Swing and a miss as he's out and the side is retired.
But no damage. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this.
Game 1 in Cincinnati. Go to bottom of the first. Cardinals nothing, and the Reds coming up to bat. So on the mound in Game 1 in Cincinnati, on the mound for the 5-8 Cardinals, will be Adam Wainwright. Adam Wainwright making his 3rd start of the season. He has an 0-1 record, 2.25 ERA, and he has given up 13 hits. Due up for the Reds will be shortstop Freddie Galvis, 184 average. You see, we were in the middle of this morning, but apparently after that disconnection, I'm like, are you kidding me? So let's see if we can try to get it going tonight. So far, if not, you guys will have a new episode of BL3 tomorrow night. Like swing at the bottom, 1-1. But we'll see what happens, guys.
Shower it off and try and fight in front of some hostile fans.
Pay it forward and be rewarded all the time. But either way, I will be with Zombie tomorrow, so I've still been doing pretty good on my channel, so Zombie's been doing a good job helping me. For good reason, so. Ball 3 at the bottom, 3-1. On deck will be Zeth's Winger. 310 average is on deck. Now I think we might be okay too. That's a 3-1 by Wainwright. Big ground ball to 3rd. Picked up by the 3rd baseman. Throws the first. 1 away for the Reds. Brother Morgan says next week I'll be streaming my PS2. Ah, sweet. I haven't played the PS2 for quite a long time. But what are you planning on doing for the PS2? I mean, the system itself has been out since the 2002, 2003 or something. Then it'll bring up Zeth Winger, left fielder.
And next to
310,
bat,
2 home runs, 6 ribbies. But I mean, most of us in the chat, I haven't played the PS2 for a long time. Orioles 4, Red Sox 3, and Boston. Ball 1 to outside the zone, 1-1. But yeah, the PS2 became the sequel to the PS1 back in the early 2000s. Strike 2 at the bottom. 1 and 2. Use my Gundam games for my Transformers games, my Dragon Ball Z games. That's not bad. That'll be something to do for the most part. We ground ball to left center field. Defensively, that will be a single. And that's a single for the Reds. By the way, guys, if you guys want to catch more MLB 19 every 1 to 2 days a week, be sure to hit that red support button. You guys are new of the Iamacreator community. You guys can also smash the like button. You guys are not new in the chat. Zombie is actually the best that I came onto. And, you know, it's all good. We got Joey Votto, batting .248. There's also anyone in the chat that does have a Twitter. You can do so by following me on Twitter anytime you'd like. There'll be ground ball to second. For DP, got it defensively. Defensively, a double play. Side is retired. Reds leave up 1. Go to top of the second, guys. Game 1 Cincinnati. Reds nothing. Cardinals nothing. And I think, like I said, we should be okay. But among says, I beg you won't beat me, your older brother, and DBZ. You can fight dirty. Well, I mean, if I did, you and I would have a good match. We would have a good match to look into.
Well, Matt, the forecast
but
isn't pretty, but it does sound like we're gonna get this one
in the past, earlier this year, when I was doing only a few episodes of MK11, and I think it was only every Saturday and Sunday in the chat. Deadside took me out a couple times out of respect. He said, I don't take it easy on people online. But yeah, Deadside, even though he's never part of the group, he just tries to beat the crap out of me any single time. But either way, I give him a lot of credit for taking me out though. Strike 1 to the left, 1-1. But it's all good. But when we get a couple of fighting games, if there's a couple of them I can grab next year, I'll probably just check out a preview, and if a couple of them were good, I'll probably see what I can do. But I'm more of a Final Fantasy RPG person, though. We watched our videos in fall 1 and 2. Ball 2. To the right, 2 and 2. Rockies 1. Hold up. No, never mind. And we never asked for support back in between, guys. Foul ball to right, strike 2. You know, Super Saiyan God is stronger than Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 3. Struck him out. First out for the Cardinals. But if it did beat me, I'd be proud. Well, I don't think I'm going to go back to MK11 for a while, so not until way after I buy the PS5 this year, so that might be in the book somewhere. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. That'll bring in Tyro O'Neill, center fielder. 217, 1 home run, 3 ribbies. If you guys want to also follow me on Twitter, you can do so anytime you'd like. Well, we watch our videos in full, like them in full, share them, tweet them out, add them to a playlist. That's why most of us deserve a lot of credit when it comes to Zombie doing what he loves best, and most of us too. Guys are very entertaining when we go in there, so Anytime we come here, swing and a miss. Strike 2.
When you're struggling at the plate,
So we're going to jump in with IZN News right about now. So we also have a little bit of news about the rapper Logic, by the way. Struck him out, check swinging, back-to-back strikeouts. That's the second out for the Cardinals. Rays 6, Blue Jays 1 in Toronto. So let's get down to business, guys. Let's replay once again.
Here's the catcher,
So let's go ahead and go with Tanev being delayed indefinitely. See what that means. Here comes catcher Yadier Molina. 79 average, 1 ribby. I do know Top Gun Maverick's staying right where it's at. There hasn't been any big news after it got delayed twice, but it hasn't.
Reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Ball 3 to the left, 3-0. On deck for the Cardinals, on the mound for the 5 and 8 Cardinals, will be Adam Wingright. 3-0 count. Swing and a miss at the bottom, strike 1, 3-1. Okay, this is something we also would have done this morning with IZN News. Hold on. And they pop up at home base. Makes the catch. Second out for the actually Silas retired with 3 outs, excuse me. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals. Game 1 Cincinnati. Go to bottom of the second inning. Reds nothing, Cardinals nothing. Leading off for the Reds will be Junio Suez. 224, 2 home runs, 6 ribbies. Okay, guys, according to Jess Sneeden, since we're finally going to get to the bottom of this right now, so foul ball to left, strike 1. I'll tell you after this pitch of what's going on with the movie. That'll be fly ball to deep right center field. Racing back, does he grab it? And it goes over him defensively, and it's gone. Suarez to the third home run with the 9-4 Reds in Game 1 Cincinnati tonight. That's a solo shot to deep right center field. After that solo shot, Game 1 Cincinnati, Reds take the first lead. It's 1-0 Reds. We'll get it one more time, guys. Fly ball to deep right center field. Good start, good start. Christopher Nolan's to net has been indefinitely delayed. Why? As reported by Variety, the long-awaited sci-fi movie has now vanished entirely from Warner Brothers' release calendar. Winnipeg Knives has had 1-0 Reds, bottom of the second. Game 1 Cincinnati, nobody out. Brings up Ortiz Aquinto. 217, 2 home runs, 10 ribbies, 1 stolen base. Ball 1 at the bottom, 1-1. What does that mean between that? Well, the previous day for Tanan was going to be July 17th of this month. That'll be ground ball center field. Offensively, picks it up, and that'll be a single. So a single for the Reds. So the Weeds had been pushed back. Comes second baseman Josh Vandemeter. Vandemeter's batting .341, 1 home run, 8 ribbies. With the most recent release date being August 12th. So it's a runner at first, nobody out. The pitch by Wingright.
Just able to get a piece of that.
Swung at the bottom, 0-1.
A runner at first with no outs here.
And the ball is low. Runner at first goes to second after a wild pitch, perhaps. And yep, that is a wild pitch. Okay, so unfortunately, with the coronavirus pandemic continuing to wreak havoc on the entertainment industry, it would seem Warner's no longer going to attempt a summer release. And of course, we don't know what the stuff is going to go for Mulan, but I think it might stay under, I would assume.
Swing and a liner.
And Comp defensively, runner will hold at second. That's out number 1 for the Reds. Excuse me. Almost said Cardinals.
And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much.
There's a defense for the 5 and 8 Cardinals.
And moving the third baseman over second base.
Tonette's not coming out this summer. Interestingly, Chairman Toby Emmerich, hence the studio may abandon plans for a simultaneous global launch of Tenet. Instead of releasing the film in the visual markets, if the public health price allows. So basically, yeah, it's not coming out this summer. So with the coronavirus still happening, the death toll has still been a terrible thing, a big concern. I don't think Mulan's been having that much problems with that. Ball 2 to the top, 2-0. Runner at second, 1 out. Bottom at second. Game 1 Cincinnati, 1-0 Reds. So this guy, hold on. Foul ball to home base, strike 1. 2-1. Swung on and missed at the bottom. Strike 2, 2-2. So Emirates went on to state, and I quote, "We will share a new 2020 release date, and mentally for Tenet. We are not treating Tenet like a traditional global day and night for it. Day and date. Ball 3 to the right, 3-2. On deck is Barnhart, batting .290. A 3-2 by Wainwright. Swung on and missed. That's the first out, 2 outs for the Reds, excuse me. Good pitch. That would bring him to catcher Tucker Barnhart. .290, 1 home run, 4 ribbies. We're actually doing a little more better than we did from this morning. Strike 1 in the middle. Little bottom to the middle.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
Foul ball to left, strike 2. There'll be ground ball to the right, picked up by second. He throws to the first baseman, got him, and the inning is over. Game one in Cincinnati. Go to top of the third. Reds 1, Cardinals nothing. Doo-wop for the Cardinals would be the pitcher. On the mound for the 5 and 8 Cardinals in Game 1 Cincinnati, it's Adam Wainwright. Day and date release. And our upcoming marketing and distribution plans will pretty much reflect the movie. Strike 1 to the left, 0-1. Based on the statement from what he said, unquote, Warner Bros. Is apparently still hoping to release Tenet this year. Strike 2 at the bottom, 0-2. At least in some markets. Variety writes, and I quote, "Sources at Warner Bros. With the stress on beginning, falling at the bottom, 1 and 2. Nationals 5, Pirates 1, and Washington. They will have to be flexible with his plans to release. Foul ball to right, strike 2. So, to plan to release the movie itself currently. And he struck him out at the bottom. Strikeout, 1 away for the Cardinals. Hold on, let me get back on track. Which means it will not have its traditional theatrical rollout. Movie theaters overseas have already started to reopen. So there's a chance it could guys. Tommy Evans 0 for 1, strikeout his first time in Game 1 Cincinnati. So there's a chance it could launch internationally prior to a domestic release. Warner is also delaying another major movie until well into next year of 2021, which is the movie called The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. It's pushed back from September 11th to June 4th of next year.
Here's a breaking
but
ball,
I haven't seen a whole lot of them, to be honest. But I do know the second one's not too bad, since it could be for what it could be. Ball 2, 2 and 1 to the right. Ward's given up 2 walks so far.
Let me tell you, when you're staring at a big zero in the hit column, getting a ball like
Mulan's
that
is,
can go
well,
your way
yeah,
can feel like a
the good
big
thing about
victory.
Mulan is it's still standing from what it's been doing this year. 3 and 1. On deck is Colin Wong, 235 average. He's on deck. So, yeah, the movie tonight might still release this year, but it all depends what they come up with. Swing and a miss up top, 3 and 2. Race 6, Blue Jays 1 in Toronto, but we'll see. Yeah, Mulan is staying right where it's at, by the time it releases on August 21st. But Hill and I are still not watching that. Struck him out again. That's the second out for the Cardinals. So we should be okay. So, Keanu Reeves. We also have some news involving Keanu Reeves. That'll bring up Colin Wong, second baseman. He fouled out his first time. He's 0 for 1 in Game 1 in Cincinnati. According to Adele Anchors, about Keanu Reeves, strike 1 to the bit to the right, strike 0 and 1. So according to Adele Anchors, Keanu Reeves, hold on, be foul ball to home base, strike 2. Keanu Reeves is making his comic book writing debut with BRZRKR. Struck him out again to the right. Another strikeout with a good pitch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals. Game 1 Cincinnati. Go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Reds 1, Cardinals nothing. Due up for the Reds, the starting pitcher. For the 9 and 4 Reds, Alex Wood. Wing right gets a sign, coming right in. Strike 1 inside the zone. A 12-issue limited series set to be distributed through Boom Studios, which it will be the month of October. I haven't seen Keanu Reeves write any comic book movies, but I think this is the very first one that he's doing, that he's co-writing for sure. And I've seen him in some good movies. I've seen what he can do. Swung on and missed with strikeout, and that's the first out for the Reds.
He's just got great strikeout stuff.
I think it'll be good, to be honest. USA Today reports that Reeves has joined forces with award-winning graphic novelist Matt Kent.
Now this is where it becomes tricky.
So it's a rain delay, so
you have your pitchers out there, and you have to
it's coming back afterwards. So back to the lineup will be shortstop Freddie Galvis up to bat. He's 0 for 1 if he ground out his first time in Game 1 in Cincinnati.
Who's going to be the pitcher to go in after this delay?
First offering on its way.
Ball went at the bottom, 1-0. Hold on. That he has joined forces with, Matt Kent to produce the action-packed and hyper-violent BRZRKR. Now, I have no clue what that might stand for, but I think it might sound good, to be honest. Strike 1 at the bottom, 1-1. 1-1 count by Wingright. Strike 2 to the left, 1-2. With illustrations from acclaimed artists of Sandro Vitti, colorist Bill Crabtree. That'll be interesting. Clem Robbins from the ladder. The ground ball to left center field, picked up by second. Throws to first, 2 outs for the Reds. Good job defensively. And then he'll bring up Jess Winger, left fielder. He singled in the first inning. He's 1 for 1. When we get back to the news in just a second, after this pitch.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball one up top, 1-0. Yeah, Lederer, Clem Robbins, and Raphael Grandpa of the conceptual cover artist. So I think that'll be good. Keanu Reeves is actually writing his first comic book. Foul ball to right, strike one. So the out monthly beginning will be October 7th, from what I see. Each issue will tell a story of a warrior known only as Berserker, who is said to have walked a blood-soaked path across the world for centuries. Comes a 1 and 2 by Wainwright. Foul ball to right, strike two.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job is the number 2 holder.
In present day, the Berserker performs dangerous jobs for the United States government. In exchange for the hold on, let me pronounce this, guys. Hold on. For the truth about his existence, about a warrior. That'll be fly ball to left center field. Racing back defensively, makes a pretty good catch. Makes a pretty good catch defensively, and the inning is over. Game 1 Cincinnati, excuse me. Kind of mixed up a little bit more. At the top of the 4th inning, Reds 1, Cardinals nothing. Doo-wop for the Cardinals. We first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. Yuzuru Walker's first time. The 5-inning Cardinals looking to balance themselves back into this. So a lot of baseball to complete during the season, every 1 to 2 days a week. Keanu Reeves said, and I quote, he has seen a lot. Adding that the comic book explores a multitude of violence, morals, ethics, and what side you choose, as the story attempts to mix a little fantasy into the reality. So basically, yeah, so the first book from Keanu Reeves will be out October 7th. I think it'll be really, really good. About a warrior from the publishers of Boom Studios. Guys, let me know what you think in the chat. Swing on, miss, strike two. Alex was giving up 23 balls, 37 strikes, total 60 to 9 and 4 Reds. Nationals 5, Pirates 1, the final in Washington. And he struck him out again. Wow. First out for the Cardinals. Rockies 1, Giants nothing, the final in San Francisco. Comes Marcell Arizona, left fielder. He also threw a walk-in first time. Game 1 in Cincinnati. It's also a Comic-Con trailer of Arthur. Weiss magnum opus of that Comic-Con trailer. 0-1 count. That'll be a fly ball to right center field, and it'll get down. And that will be a single. Single for the Cardinals. Padres 1. D-backs nothing in Arizona. What else do we have, guys? Here comes the Reds manager for the 9 and 4 Reds coming to the mound. And it will be it.
So he'll depart here, and I don't know if maybe there's something wrong
with him
physically, but it seems
after the rain delay from a bit earlier. So coming to the mound for the 9 and 4 Reds of the season will be Kevin Guzman. 6th start of the series, 3.86 ERA, and 6 strikeouts. Running at first, nobody out. Actually, 1 out, excuse me. Pitched by Guzman. Strike 1 to the bottom right. 0-1. Jose Martinez, right fielder. 0 for 1 to strike out his first time. The Russo brothers explain how secret wars could inspire the MCU. Foul ball to right, strike 2. According to Adele Ankers, goes on to state that Avengers Endgame directors Zoe and Anthony Russo have revealed that a Secret Wars movie, ball 1 to the right, 1 and 2, could tempt them back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In an interview with Bro Bible, the Russo brothers explained the reason why
And that's
Struck him out to the right. 2 outs for the Cardinals.
Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside.
Let me see how we're doing again, guys. I don't know if we're actually doing miserable or not.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black.
And that's not what I want.
Even if we had robot umps, he'd still
Here
be
comes
out.
Paul
The only
DeZong,
difference
shortstop.
would be
He's
he
0
wouldn't
for
be
1
able
for
to complain
strikeout
about
in the second. Game 1
So that
in
brings
Cincinnati.
in the power-hitting middle infielder,
Run
Paul
on first,
DeYoung.
2 outs.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Strike 1 at the bottom, 0-1. So they just pretty much go to the rundown for it. About the Secret Wars movie, not interview. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 0-2 already. Oh wow.
It's all about getting that front foot down in enough time
so yeah,
to allow
that's
your
been
hands to start
delayed.
moving forward. He was
Refresh that
way too late
again.
there.
I'm gonna back it up real quick. 0-2 count. The big ground ball to first, goes in himself defensively, and the inning is over. 3 outs. Cardinals lead 1. Go to the bottom of the 4th, game 1 Cincinnati, Reds 1, Cardinals nothing. Due up for the Reds would be Zoe Votto. He's 0 for 1 with ground out his first time. Nah, we're gonna refresh it one more time. This is pitched by Wainwright. Strike 1 to the bottom, 0-1. Okay, there's also details on Anthology Volume 3 and more books for Guardians of the Galaxy. Hold on. After the pits. Ground ball center field, picked up by second. Throws the first baseman, defensively, 1 away for the Reds. It'll bring in Zunio Suez. He had a solo shot in the second inning. In game 1 in Cincinnati.
They've been shut down other than that.
Ball 1 at the bottom, 1-0 curveball.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far.
Strike 1 to the left, 1-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound.
1-1 count by Wainwright.
7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really
Ground ball center field again, picked up by second. Goes to the first, and that's the second out for the Reds. Marlins 1, Phillies nothing in Miami, Florida. Here comes Ortiz Quinto. He singled his first time in the second inning.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Strike 1 to the bottom left, 0-1. Strike 2 to the right, 0-2. Braves 1, Go-Go Mets nothing. As El Red Sox fan calls him. Go-Go Mets, perhaps. Wainwright's given up 13 balls, 35 strikes, total of 48. Comes number 49, 1-2.
Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes.
Ground ball center, right center field. Throws the first one immediately, and the side is retired. Okay, game 1 Cincinnati, go to the top of the 5th. Reds 1, Cardinals nothing. Okay, let's see what we have intact.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss.
So yeah, those are stuff on that.
And he told me he feels like they're being
PS5 pre-orders could be limited 1 per household. Now that's something I have not even clarified.
So they're trying to emphasize more in the at-bats to avoid falling.
Yeah, the pre-orders are still intact, so that's still the number 1 seed for this year, guys. My pun's still fighting against it. Leading off with Tyler O'Neill. He struck out in the second. Bullpen Michael Lorenzen for the 9-4 Reds. Strike 1 at the bottom. 0-1. There's also a deluxe edition of Batman Beyond. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Blu-ray set at its lower price ever. Huh. Let me jump on that. Ball 1 to bottom right, 1 and 2. Indians 2, Royals 1, and Kansas City. According to Seth Macy, it's going to be kind of like 1 cent between the, like that lifeline called the 50-50, so. Tech swing, struck him out. First out for the Cardinals. The Batman Beyond Complete Series, Deluxe Limited Edition, guys, is part of Amazon's deal of the day today, meaning you can snag it for its lowest price ever. But I wouldn't wait if I were you. Here comes Yadier Molina, the catcher. He's all for 1. They pop out in the second.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here.
So there's actually a big deluxe edition for that. So guys can check that out anytime. Hold on, let's see how we're doing. We have about 3 likes. Can we jump in with 5 in the chat? Big ground ball center field. And that'll be a single. And that's a single for the Cardinals. Coming out of this morning, so you have ground ball center field. Runner at first, 1 out. We also have a giant Pikachu fungal pop coming to the mix. Comes out of wing right, starting pitcher on the mound for the 5-8 Cardinals. He's all for 1 with a strikeout in the 3rd inning. According to Chris Reed, you guys want a giant Pokemon Pikachu fungal pop. One just went up for pre-order on Amazon. It's a super-sized 18-inch figure of the world's most famous Pokemon. So apparently the big Pikachu fungal pop will be coming out after pre-order on Halloween, October 31st. So guys can check out the details. Swing and a miss late, 2 and 2. So these super-sized fungos tend to sell out, basically. When it comes to pre-orders. Struck him out at the bottom again. 2 outs for the Cardinals. So you may want to lock in your pre-order as quick or as fast as possible. A handful of regular-sized new fungos recently went up for pre-order as well. And Amazon wasted no time, dropping the price by 20%. That makes these collectibles, which are already fairly affordable. Tommy Edmonds 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts already in Game 1 Cincinnati. Hold on, let me look at this. Alright, thank you so much. Hold on. It's like swing too late, 0 and 2. Strike 2 at this point. Even lighter on the old pocketbook. Especially the discounts applied to the October wave. Ball 1 to the right, 1 and 2. As well as the new girls of the Tsushima, Zen Sakai fungal pop. So ball 2 up top, 2 and 2. So guys can check out the pre-orders for the fungal pops of Pokemon Giant Pikachu. So that's actually up for pre-orders right now until the launch date, once it will reach October 31st, same time as Halloween. Ground ball to left center field. It'll get down and it's bounced off the wall quite a bit.
Well, he thought about going for 3rd, and now that runner's in no man's land.
As the runner gets back to 2nd, nope, he's out. The side is retired. Cardinals leave 2. Game 1 Cincinnati, at the bottom of the 5th inning, Reds 1, Cardinals nothing. Due up for the Reds. The second baseman, John Vandermeer. 0 for 1 for lineout in the 2nd. And I think it'll be it for Adam Wainwright. After the rain delay a little bit earlier tonight. So it will be... So, coming to the mound for the 5-8 Cardinals will be Giovanni Gallegos. 4th start of the season with 8 strikeouts. So yeah, the date for that is October 31st. There's also pre-orders of Supersized Pikachu, Eevee, Vaporeon, Flareon, Zotion. Couple good things on that. So you guys can check them out, see what you guys think. But yeah, if you would try to make some pre-orders for a couple of them, you don't have to wait that much. Foul ball to left, strike one. So I think the 14 ends of a giant Pikachu Fungal Pop would be pretty nice. But it's all good. I mean, I don't collect Fungal Pops, but they are really nice to keep a couple of them, though. That'll be foul, fly ball to left, foul territory, makes the catch, defensively, good work, 1 out for the Reds. Brings up Scott Skebler, center fielder. He struck out in the second inning, he's 0 for 1. Giovanni nods his head. Swing and a miss. That's 0-1 with a strike. Doing a little more better than we did this morning after that stupid disc injection, which I don't really get them a whole lot, as I said to you guys earlier. So we're fine. Strike 2 at the bottom, 0-2. Ball 1 at the bottom, 1-2. Phillies 2, Marlins 1 in Miami. Ghost Wire. Tokyo isn't technically a horror game. We'll jump on that in a second. Ground ball center field, picked up by second. Gives it to first baseman, 2 away for the Reds. That'll bring in Tucker Barnhart. The catcher, he grounded out in the second inning. Ball at the bottom, curveball, 1-0. Ball 2, 2-0. What else do we have here, guys? Spider-Man. We also have an inside scoop of what Spider-Man's been doing going into the PS5 next year. Spider-Man Miles Morales features optional 4K 60 FPS performance mode. I wonder what that could be, guys. Let me jump on that real quick. Strike 2 to the right, 2-2. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
Here now the 2-2.
Ball 3, 3-2. On deck, Kevin Guzman, the pitcher spot is on deck. 3-2 count. Ground ball center field. Defensively picks it up, and that'll be a single. So a single for the Reds. Okay, according to Matt Portslow, guys, of the Iamacreator group, from Zombie Gaming and chat, Acidomatic Games has announced that Spider-Man Miles Morales will have an optional performance mode. So pinch hitting for the 9-4 Reds will be Nick Senzel with 370 average. Bottom at first, 2 outs. Strike 1 inside the zone. Batting 370, 5 ribbies, 1 stolen base. He does not have any home runs, from what I see from the stat sheet. Foul ball to left, strike 2.
A runner on first with 2 away.
Ball 1 to the left, 1-2. When enabling 4K resolution and 60 frames per second. Huh. That'll be interesting. Swung on and missed. Struck him out, and the inning is over.
1 left for Cincinnati, but they lead it 1-0.
We go to the top of the 6th inning. Game 1, Cincinnati. It's the Reds 1, Cardinals nothing. And on the mound for the 9-4 Reds, for Michael Lorenzen. Lorenzen with his 8th start of the series, 1-0 record, 6.75 ERA, and 4 strikeouts. That'll bring in Colton Wong to lead things off, at second baseman. He has a strikeout and he has flown out. He is 0 for 2 in Game 1 Cincinnati. 5-8 Cardinals are looking to grab something good for the 5-8 Cardinals tonight in Game 1 Cincinnati. Acidomatic Games on Twitter went on saying, and I quote, "Swing through the city like never before on PS5 with an optional 4K 60 FPS performance mode." So there's actually a video on that. With the 4K 60 FPS, guys, coming as a optional mode, it seems sensible to presume that some graphical sacrifices will be made from the standard mode in order to enable this boosted performance. With the next-gen console placing emphasis on resource intensive, on that foul ball to left, strike one. Tech lag ray tracing. It may be that performance mode turns into something. 2 and 2 at the bottom, strike 2. That performance mode turns those graphical effects off to free up power and divert that into a frame rate. Foul ball to left, strike 2. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting. 60 FPS, so struck him out at the bottom, 1 out for the Cardinals. Marlins 4, Phillies 3 in Miami. We'll play it one more time. So yeah, the guys want to know if I'm buying Spider-Man next year. Of course I am. With Lord of the Rings, Gollum early next year. Hitman 3 might be very good when it comes out in the beginning of January, depending on what date they decide for it. But I've only played a couple of Hitman games for the PS2, and I think that was the Origins, if I'm correct. So it's not a big concern going into next year, since I am buying Spider-Man soon. And a pop-up to foul territory to right makes the Cats out number 2 for the Cardinals.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up at the zone. They took him up the ladder.
Let me see if there's anything else here.
So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
Alright, let me see.
Here's Marcelo Zuna.
There's also details on strike 1 at the bottom, 0-1. Brings out Marcelo Zuna, left fielder. He's 1 for 1 with single in the 4th inning. There's also deals on Anthology Volume 3 and more books for Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, ball at the bottom, 1-1. Well, according to Chris Reed, there's also some stuff on that. I'm probably not going to look into that, so. Ball 2 to the left, 2-1. Top of the 6th, Game 1 Cincinnati, 2 outs, 1-0 Reds. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Mario Kart Tour finally adds landscape mode. Ball 3, 3-2. On deck is Jose Martinez, 102, 1 home run, 3 RBIs is on deck. According to Wesley LeBlanc, guys, outside the set, Mario Kart Tour is finally getting a landscape mode. Ball 4, and I think that's the 3rd walk by the 9-4 Reds defensively. As Lorenzen, comes right in. Here comes Jose Martinez, right fielder. Struck out twice, he's 0 for 2. Nintendo's mobile games have met with financial success, but that doesn't stop them from receiving the good instant that comes out of this. That comes out of this for sure. Ball 1 to the right, 1-0. Of the criticism. Since the loss of Mario Kart Tour players have been wondering why a landscape mode doesn't exist, and in turn asking for one to be implemented or something. Ball 2 to the left, 2-0. And what that stands. That's 2 months shy of its original launch date. The game is finally getting a landscape mode. Because I don't know if my pun knows for a fact but
Pretty adamant about
we'll see what it comes down to for the game. I still have not played it.
And that one was able to find the zone.
But it's also a sneak peek at some of the content that's being planned for next Mario Kart Tour update. A tweet from Mario Kart Tour account went on to state, and I quote, "Foul ball to right, strike 2, 2 and 2. That the players will have the option of racing in either existing portrait mode or the new landscape mode, depending how it looks. Ball 3, 3 and 2. On deck is Paul DeZong, 196, 1 home run, 2 ribbies. Is on deck.
Will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Foul ball to right, strike 2. So the ones that, so for the players that do have Mario Kart Tour on their phone, in the chat, you guys can choose ball 4, second walk by Lorenzen. Lorenzen walks Martinez for the 5 and 8 Cardinals. That'll bring up Paul DeZong, the shortstop. He's struck out and he's grounded out. He's 0 for 2. First and second, 2 outs. Game 1 in Cincinnati. But yeah, the landscape mode includes a new control layout, so you guys can find your favorite way to play. So yeah, the next update that you guys might be looking at is July 21st of this week. Swing and a miss, strike 2 outside the zone, 0 and 2. So I think it'll be a little bit interesting. So for iPhone and Android, I don't think I'm going to play the new mode, because I do have plenty of experience for it. Runners were held first and second, and it's 1 and 2 after the ball. Nods his head, comes to 1 and 2.
Here's the 1-2.
Foul ball to right, strike 2.
Ozuna over at second. Martinez at first. 2 out.
So you guys can check that out after the update is installed. Set swing, that's the strikeout. That's the third out, and the side is retired.
It remains 1-0.
3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals. Game 1 Cincinnati. Go to bottom 6th inning. Reds 1, Cardinals nothing. Due up for the Reds will be Freddie Galvis, the shortstop. He's grounded out twice. He is 0 for 2. I mean, most of us have our share of Mario games over the years for a long time, but I've only played a little bit for my love's phone. And so I've been together for, I'm trying to think here, 1,121 days since we've been together since then, so after having the 3-year anniversary, and after I turned 27 back on June 24th of last month, so so that's pretty much advertising on that. Nods his head, 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, and that's the first out for the Reds.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the
Bugsnax theme song is being released on Vimeo. VINYL. What does that mean in between that? After becoming a surprise hit during the PS5 reveal event, that was actually last month, during the middle of the month of June. Talking about Bugsnax. It will be released on Vimeo later this year. Performed by British. That's right, the British group. Ball 2, 2-0. British group Kiro Bonito. It's Bugsnax. Comes on a custom 7-inch vinyl record in a strawberry scented scratch and sniff jacket.
Here he comes.
I think that's definitely a fruit thing. Foul ball to left, strike 1.
This will be foul off to the right, out of play.
Strike 2 up top, 2 and 2.
Even now, 2 and 2. 1 out, nobody on.
And foul ball to right, strike 2. When the Predators are pretty much half a dozen, or the full dozen, For you guys who might be looking at, ball 3 and 2. On deck, Zoe Votto, 233, 1 home run, 3 ribbies is on deck. So that'll be, the shipments will be coming out later, by the end of this year.
Now the payoff pitch home.
That'll be ground foul ball to right. What's up, Solak? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Fly ball to left, and he makes a good catch defensively. And that's the second out for the Reds. Here comes Zoe Votto, first baseman. Well, what got me a little bit upset this morning, be pop up to left center field, I'll tell you in a second, is the fact that I was trying to do a new episode of this morning, because I was up since before 6 o'clock this morning. We're at the top of the 7th, game 1, Cincinnati. Reds 1, Cardinals nothing. So what I was trying to do, I mean, I was going to keep the upload of this morning, but I'm like, since it only lasted 28 or 29 minutes, buddy, I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'll just do it right here tonight. So I decided the last part 2's new episode, I think it will be this Thursday, because I go back to work tomorrow and Wednesday. That'll be from 8 to 3 and 7:30 to 12 when it comes to the mornings, and I'm off Thursday. So so it's not a big concern. I sometimes get a disk injection every now and then whenever the PS4 has problems, but I can't complain. I mean, we were doing just fine this morning, but not until the disc popped out by accident. Ball 2, 2-0. The earworm of a theme song debuted alongside Bugsnax during the PS5 event back in last month. Strike 1 to the right. Pretty much. Well, are they still going to resume the 2020 season? Or how is that going to go down? Since baseball is only allowed 60 games, actually, this year. Way too long, strike 2 to the right, 2 and 2. Was developed by Young Horses Octodad. Most of us know what this game's going to be about. It'll be coming out for PS5, PS4, and PC during the Christmas time. I think I might reach out to it, but it all depends. Foul ball to right in the stand, strike 2. That ball was in the middle. 3 and 2. Foul ball to right again, strike 2. So the last of part 2 will have a new episode this Thursday. But in the morning on Thursday, it will be a new episode of Final Fantasy VII. Foul ball behind home base, strike 2. Head speed was 36 miles per hour. For the inspiration. And he struck him out to the right while looking. That's the first out for the Cardinals. But I do know it's 60 games for baseball. And NBA finishing the rest of the season with the coronavirus and the guidelines going on. So I read a little bit off my phone with the news app. I mean, I read a little bit earlier tonight, but sounds okay. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 at the middle, 0-1. Brings up Yadier Molina. He's 1 for 2 with a single in the 5th inning. But it all depends, really. Well, what's he been up to, Solak? My good friend. Actually, my good old buddy. It's like swing, strike 2, 0-2. So Bugsnax will be out during the Christmas time. So I might be looking a little bit of that. See what it comes down to. And a hit by a pitch to Yadier Molina. Catcher. Look at it one more time in the chat. Well, the Heat, I came back from Subway earlier tonight, so it's been okay. With inspirations. But I can't complain. So a pinch hitter will be... So pinch hitting for the 5 and 8 Cardinals tonight will be Matt Carpenter.
Number 13.
So Bucks-Nets might be a good game for sure. But we already have the top 5 games that'll be up for the Game of the Year. If there is one at the end of this year, or wait until next year for 2021. So it all depends. What else do we have real quick? Okay, now we can get to the rapper. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Rapper Logic. Apparently he quits rap to stream on Twitch exclusively. And what does this feature stand for it? Well, struck him out at the bottom, and that's out number 2 for the Cardinals. According to Wessel Blank, guys, since one of my peers listens to a rapper by the name of Logic, Logic has signed a deal to stream exclusively. Brings up the lineup. Tommy Edman is 1 for 3 for double in the 5th inning. Run with first, 2 outs. So apparently he signed a stream exclusively on Twitch. Strike 1 to the bottom left, 0-1. Sir Robert Bryson Hall 2, the rapper known as Logic, and in some cases, Bobby Boy and Young Sinatra has announced in an interview with The Verge about this, that he has signed a deal with Twitch such days after he announced his retirement from rap music. Logic has been streaming on Twitch for the past couple of years, and in that time, and during that time, guys, of the Iamacreator group and from Zombie Gaming, he has amassed over 65,000 followers and more than 1.5 million views. Since Twitch is seemingly banking on those numbers to go up. So, Logic went on to state, and I quote, I'll read that comment in a second. That'll be fly ball to mid-center field, it'll get down, it'll go to the wall.
This will kick up against the wall now.
You go to the wall decisively. And it will stay right where it's at, I assume. And he will stay. So that will be a double. So a double for the Cardinals. Here come the 5-8 Cardinals. He said, and I quote, so like, you've heard of Logic, the rapper, correct? I mean, most of us know who Logic is. He said, quote, I'm blessed enough to have millions of fans and followers, so it is a great partnership. I'm going to bring new eyes to the Twitch service. They're going to bring new money to my bank account, and I'm just kidding. Jokes aside, unquote, they'll bring in new money to his bank account in the form of 7 figures, he said, and I quote, this deal comes this days after Logic announced his retirement from rap. So, he actually announced a retirement with the release of No Presser, which he produced by No ID July 24th. So I think it's I just think it's a good theory for Logic, that he's retiring from rap and doing what he's going to do on Twitch, getting a new bank account and see where it's going to lead overall. And you know, I actually wish him the best for his future on that, and see what happens on what he's going to do on Twitch. All 3-0 to the left.
3-0 to him now.
On deck is Paul Goldsmith, 164 average on deck. Second and third, 2 outs. Strike 1 at the bottom, 3-1. Top of the 7th, game 1 Cincinnati, 2 outs, 1-0 Reds. 3-1 count. Strike 2 at the bottom, 3-2. If you guys have any questions about Logic, let me know in the chat. Ball 4, another walk by Iglesias. As he walks, Con Wong for the 5-8 Cardinals. 5-8 Cardinals, we're going to have a massive opportunity. Because Paul Goldsmith, he dual walk in the first inning, he's 0 for 2. We have about 4 likes. Can we jump in with 6 in the chat? So even Dave, how you doing? But how was your weekend, by the way, Solak?
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Ball one to the left, 1-0.
With that one, ball one.
I mean, my weekend was pretty much tiring, and I was busy with work. Plus, my Money in the Bank for this Thursday pretty much went up, so that's pretty much pretty good. Strike one to the right, 1-1. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Big aspirations behind that swing.
So with that, for IGN, for tonight, that you guys can see yourself news. I mean, I think it's an interesting thing that Logic's doing whatever he wants to do. Ground ball to left. We're going to dig a bit deep, and it goes for a 2 RBI single. 2 RBI single for the Cardinals. In game 1, Cincinnati, it's now 2-1 Cardinals. Here come the 5-8 Cardinals, guys, in game 1, Cincinnati. Oh my goodness. Here we go. 2-1 Cardinals, top of the 7th, 2 outs. First and third. Strike one to the bottom left. Thanks off Marcelo Zona, left fielder. He's 1 for 1 with a single in the 4th inning. 0-1 count. Tech swing, strike 2 to the right. 0-2.
Runners on first and third, 2 away.
But it's all good. I mean, I've only listened to one of the songs from Logic quite a bit, but his music has been good in the past. In game 1, Cincinnati, for the top of the 7th inning, bottom of the 7th, Cardinals 2, Reds 1.
And we're back for the bottom of the 7th as we check in with Heidi Joaquin.
I mean, if anybody knows who Logic is, you guys can check him out on Wikipedia, Twitter. I think he does have a Facebook, but I don't know if he pays a lot of tribute to that. But we'll see.
That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary
So a different one will be brought to justice, pet justice actually.
That shouldn't mean they can't put
As that will be on the mound for the 5-8 Cardinals. Game 1 Cincinnati with Dominic Lewan. Lewan making his 5th game of the series. 8.31 ERA and 4 strikeouts to his resume. And due-up for the Reds will be Adunio Suez. He's 1 for 2 with a solo shot in the 2nd. He does have the 235 average, 3 home runs, 7 ribbies though. 9-4 Reds looking to respond. Pitch offering. Ball one to the left. 1-0. We're actually doing a little more better than we did this morning, guys. Up top, 1-1.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Ground ball center field, and it'll be a good response. And that'll be a single. So it's a single for the Reds.
Right here from the offensive standpoint. Lead-off base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1.
So we have ground ball center field, that'll be a single for the Reds. Runner at first, nobody out.
Stepping in now,
Strike one at the bottom, 0-1. Akis Aquinto is on 1 for 2. It's a right fielder with a single in the 2nd inning. Game 1 in Cincinnati. Fly ball to right center field. Racing back, makes contact and makes the catch. 1 out for the Reds. That'll bring in Josh Vandermeer, the second baseman. He has flown out and he has grounded out.
Here comes the first pitch.
That'll be fly ball to deep right center field. It'll racing back. We're gonna make it, and it's gone. 2 on shot to right center field. 2 on shot by Vandermeer. Van Meter. For the 9-4 Reds in Game 1 in Cincinnati. As it's now 3-2 Reds. Game 1 Cincinnati, as it makes it a little bit interesting. We play once again, fly ball to deep right center field.
This was a cutter. It just hangs
Racing
right
back,
there
and
out
it's
over
over the wall. It's gone.
Can't leave a pitch like that to a professional.
Replay of the cinematic one more time. So it's 3-2 Reds. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out.
And that brings up Scott Schebler.
Strike 1, 0-1 inside the zone. Brings up Scott Schebler. Gets struck out and he gets grounded out. He's 0 for 2. Got about 4 likes in the chat tonight, guys. So that's a good, interesting thing. Could we get up to 6 in the chat?
Don't just assume as a hitter right
Because I've only lost one supporter tonight. That's okay. Zombie is actually the best that can help us out get supporters up there. So when it comes to links, or channels, and you know, emojis. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Well, it's actually okay, really okay. Going forward. That'd be foul ball to left. Foul territory, almost had the Cats, and that'll be an E7. Defensively, almost had the Cats. I'm definitely not looking at that.
Something happened as he approached the foul line, and it went right by him.
Foul ball to right, strike 2.
But he'll tell you he should have had it.
Second swing struck him out. Second out for the Reds.
And he becomes out number 2.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a
Athletics 1, Rangers nothing in Texas.
For me, that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Here comes Tucker Barnhart to catch him. Single in the 5th inning. He's 1 for 2.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball 1 at the bottom. 1-0.
2 out, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Around the chin there, 2-0.
So this leads actually 2-0. Ground ball center field, picked up by second. I'm gonna grab it, and that'll be a no signal. That'll be a single. It's scored as an E6, so it's a single for the Reds. 5 and 8 Cardinals defensively having a little hard time trying to get the outs a little bit. So that'll be an E6. And pinch hitting for the 9-4 Reds will be Jose Iglesias, former Detroit Tiger. That's my point. Does still have the wonderful jersey that got signed. That'll be fly ball to right center field. Makes contact and he makes the catch. The side is retired. Here's the replay of the 2-run shot to deep right center field by Vandermeter. Game 1 Cincinnati. Go to the top of the 8th. Reds 3, Cardinals 2.
Robert Stevenson.
And here comes the pitch on the mound for the 9-4 Reds. Game 1 Cincinnati. Will be Robert Stevenson. 6 start, 0-2 record, 24 ERA, and 1 strikeout. And that'll bring in Jose Martinez, right fielder. He's 0 for 2 and threw a walk in the 6th inning.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy.
Solak Holmes, are you still in the chat? Type 1 in the chat if you guys are still active.
As their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the pitch.
Oh, there you are, buddy. I wasn't so.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Let's see what you were doing, my old buddy. Struck him out. 1 out for the Cardinals. Oh, by the way, so I'll tell you something else. Have you had any disconnections with a PS4 or not really?
Really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Digging in once again, Paul DeYoung, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts.
I mean, I've had him plenty of times, basically, but it's been happening 7 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10. I was going to say, buddy, I'll tell you in a second. Ball went to the right, 1-1.
With the curveball for a ball.
I was going to say, have you had a disc injection before on the console? Fly ball center field. We're going to get under it, and he makes the catch. Out number 2 for the Cardinals. He's up Tyro O'Neill. He's 0 for 3. We'll strike out in the 7th.
Yeah, Matty, he needs to clean it up. He's already got the hat trick. The boys are wondering if the golden sombrero is soon to follow. Gotta lock this AB in.
Strike one up top, 0-1. But yeah, I nearly get sick and tired of having a disc injection. And I just think it messes up the stream. It messes up the whole damn thing. That's what frustrates me. But other than that, 9 times out of 10, it really does not do that to me, to be honest. Because I don't expect at the bottom strikeout and the inning is over. Because I don't expect the PS5 to have problems either. Go to bottom of the 8th inning, Game 1 Cincinnati, Reds 3, Cardinals 2. Due up for the Reds, shortstop Freddie Galvis comes to play. He's 0 for 3 for strikeout in the 6th inning. I mean, I know some of us have had it with the PS4 itself, but the PS5 is going to be very different this time, since it's a big opportunity that I'm glaring at. So it's all good. The big names coming behind it. Strike 2 to the left, 1 and 2. That'll be fly ball center field. So we're going to make defensive contact and makes the catch. 1 away. I also want to deliver a setup to Sports Time Machine for doing the Utah League and other baseball projects to his channel. This is by Utah Mike. El Red Sox fan doing some Stratomatic boxing or Action PC baseball or something. And also ID Zester. Fly ball to right center field, makes the catch. Second out for the Reds. Good job defensively as we speak in Game 1 Cincinnati. That'll bring in Joey Votto, the first baseman. So 0 for 3, we'll fly out in the 6th inning. Like I said, guys, I'll say it again. Zombie Gaming is the beast. I'm starting to jump at his channel 24/7 when he's live on either 5 in the morning or either 9 Eastern time. So that's been the big theory. We go to top of the 9th inning. Game 1 Cincinnati, it's the Reds 3, Cardinals 2. On the mound for the 9-4 Reds will be Amir Garrett. 7th start of the series, 2 saves, 1.42 ERA, and 12 strikeouts to his resume. Here comes the catcher, Yadier Molina, leading off for the Cardinals. It's 1 for 2 of a single, and I think a single ribby.
You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's involved in
Strike 1 at the middle, 0-1.
0-1 the count.
0-1 count coming up.
0-1 on its way.
Ball 1 to the left.
And he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Wow.
But so far right now, we're actually doing a lot better than this morning, so I don't usually get disc injections when it comes to the PS4. The PS5 has been the #1 seed for quite some time. I am totally prepared for the big outcome for that last system. So, you know, that's on top of that food chain, guys, of the Iamacreator group. That's a big opportunity for this year. 1 and 2 count. We fly a ball, and it'll get down to fly ball to right center field, and that'll be a single. And it'll be a single for the Cardinals.
They do a nice job of getting it back
Game
in
1 in
quickly.
Cincinnati in the
There's
state
a
of
long
Ohio.
fly bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, B-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not
And a
putting his
different
head
pinch
down,
hitter.
being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening. and
So
put him
pinch
on it
hitting
and
for the
put
5
bullet
inning
down and
Cardinals
got
will
back
be
for a base
Randy
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been
Rosenia. He's 5'11", 170 pounds, 26 years old. D-backs 3, Padres 2,
Fastball well outside.
Braves 2,
They'll be
Mets
looking
1,
for
and
something
Atlanta,
to drive
Georgia.
into the gap and drive home that
So yeah,
tying
he's
run
24
from
years
first.
old. Runner at first, nobody out.
The 1-0. Is a
Ball
changeup
2,
that drops
2-0.
below the knees for a ball.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close.
Comes to
This guy
2-0
has a
coming
pretty
up
good eye.
by Garrett.
And he has a
Strike
cut
one at the
that
bottom,
but
2
misses
and 1.
2-1.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Strike
Fastball
2 at
is
the
looked at for
bottom.
strike 2.
Actually, upper left, excuse me,
Pitch
2
looked
and
like
2,
it could have been a
corner.
little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Here now the 2-2.
That'll be fly ball to right center field. Will it get down? It won't, and that'll be the first out for the Cardinals.
For the first out.
Back to the order will be Tommy Edman, the third baseman. He has 2 doubles and he has 2 for 4 in Game 1 in Cincinnati. Tommy Evans doing okay for the most part. Ball 1 to the left.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Guys want to vote for the idol. Alan's at 28. The greatest summons at 12 by 16 in the chat.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
So we are still doing pretty good so far tonight. Better than this morning's at Zexon. Ball 2,
Can't catch
2 and
the
1.
corner away with the fastball. It's 2 and 1.
2 and 1 count offering coming up.
Oh, it's
Big ground ball center field, and that'll be it. And that's 3 outs, and the Cardinals go down shortly, only by 1 run. Cardinals go down to 5 and 9 of the season, as the Reds take Game 1 in Cincinnati up to 10-4 of the season. We see, guys, this is what we should have done this morning. If it wasn't for the stupid disc injection, which has only been happening sometimes every now and then. So for the 5 and 9 Cardinals, Tommy Edman had 2 doubles, 2 for 5. Paul Goldsmith had 2 ribbies, 1 for 3. The Cardinals will go to 5 and 9 of the season. But it's still a lot of baseball every 1 to 2 days a week in the chat of the format going into Tony Hawk Pro Skaters 1 and 2 pickup, and that is on September 4th. I also have the 5th approved doing that option, so that's pretty much holding steady for the entire thing, about 85%. For the 10 and 4 Reds, taking Game 1 Cincinnati, Zero Suez he's 2 for 3 with home run and a ribby. Zaz Van Meter, home run, 2 ribbies. Zess Winker 1 for 4 and Aquento 1 for 3. So the Reds take Game 1 Cincinnati up to 10 and 4. Over the Cardinals to 5 and 9 of the season, 3-2, 6 hits and 2 errors. We'll simulate that in a second. Triple A, Double A. Get to that in a second. Hold on. Alright, as far as the other teams go, we've got the Red Sox. Actually, no, we've got the Orioles. Going up to 7 and 8. Over the Red Sox to 10 and 5 in Boston, Massachusetts. Final score 4-3 in a good 1-game win. 5 hits, 10 hits, 1 error. Castro his first win. Belia with third save. The White Sox go up to 8-5 over the Yankees at 7-7 even in New York City. 5-2, 8 hits, no errors, 9 hits and 1 error. Tonight in chat, Lopez's first win, Andrew Colomb his 5th save. The Tigers get the 4th win of the season, as I call it, my Lebanese Tigers, coming out of Detroit. Hold up, let me look at this for a second. Okay, there we go. Going up to 4-11, upsetting the Twins to 9-3 in Minnesota. 7-1, 15 hits, 5 hits, and no errors. Michael Firmer was first win. Jimenez was second save. The Angels improve up to 12-3, selling another good game with the Cubs. Angels go up to 12-3 over the Cubbies to 10-4 in Chicago. 11-5, 12 hits, no errors, 14 hits, and 1 error. Garcia was 3rd win. The Rays went by 5 up to 9-6 over the Blue Jays to 5-10 in Toronto. 6-1, 12 hits, 6 hits, no errors. Torino's up to a 2-0 start for the 9-6 Rays. On the mound, Nationals go up 7-6 by 4. Going up 7-6 over the Pirates to 6-8 in Washington. 5-1, 6 hits, 2 errors, 3 hits and no errors. Doolittle for his first win. The Rockies persuade themselves up to 8-8 even over the Giants down to 3-13 in San Francisco. 1-0, 4 hits, 8 hits and no errors. Graves first win. Oberg for 3rd save. The Marlins get the 3rd win of the season, up to 3-12. Take over the Phillies to 5-8 in Miami. For 6-5, 9 hits, 1 error, 8 hits, and 1 error. Guerrero was first win as well. The Padres improved the record up to 12-4 over the D-backs to 4-11 in Arizona. 5-4, 9 hits, 7 hits, no errors. Bernard was first win. Yates was 7th save. The Indians go up to 8-6 by 3 runs over the Royals down to 6-8 in Kansas City. 4-1, 4 hits, 3 hits, 1 error. Carrasco was first win. Brad Hand was 5th save. The Go-Go Mets, from our Red Sox fan, going up to 9-5 of the season over the Braves to 8-7 in Atlanta, Georgia. In extra innings, 3-2, 6 hits, 5 hits, and no errors. Lugo was first win. Avilian was 2nd save. The Athletics pull in by 5 up to 6-13, defeating the Rangers to 7-7 in Texas. Even 6-1, 9 hits, no errors, 7 hits, and 1 error. Magden was 3rd win. The Mariners rising up to 8-9 over the Astros to 10-5 in Seattle, Washington. But I've heard it's surprising news that the NFL team, the Washington Redskins, the Redskins name is no longer a thing. So they're trying to think of, Washington's trying to think of instead of the Redskins, to think of a different football name. But whatever it could be, I mean, this is the first time I've ever heard about this. But whatever it could be, I think it would be okay. Or whatever name would be suitable for Washington. I mean, the Redskins name was good for a long time, but it all depends what they can think of. 6-3, 10 hits, no errors. Otova was 2nd win. And the Brewers going out to 4-11 over the Dodgers to 11-5 in LA. 3-0 shutout with 9 innings, 9 hits, 6 hits, and no errors. Nelson was first win, and Andrew Cludio was 3rd save. So next time, it will be the 5-9 Cardinals in the series finale in Cincinnati will be 5-9 Cardinals taking on the 10-4 Cincinnati Reds. Moments ago, Reds won the first one 3-2. As there will be Daniel DePonce Leon on the mound for the 5-9 Cardinals. He has a 2-0 record, 10 strikeouts, and his ERA is pretty good, 71. Descalfani will be on the mound for the 10-4 Reds. He has a 2-0 record, 1.10 ERA, 13 strikeouts. I think it'll be a pretty good matchup next time around. It's every 1 to 2 days a week. As far as the other teams go, we've got the 7-8 Orioles taking on the 10-5 Red Sox in Boston. Ganora 2-0 start for the 7-8 Orioles. Chris Sale 1-2 versus Chris Sale 1-2, 5.00 ERA. 7-7 Yankees even hosting the 8-5 White Sox in New York City. Ivan Nova 1-0, 1.29 ERA taking on Mets 1.98 ERA. 9-6 Rays visiting the 5-10 Blue Jays and Toronto. Morton, I think it's Chris Morton, 1-1, 1.64 ERA, taking on Borowski, 2-1, with a pretty good, really good 43 ERA. The 3-12 Marlins hosting the 5-8 Phillies in Miami. Oh, it's July 31st. Oh, we got modified. Let me look at this. Coming out of my Walmart schedule, guys. I'll look at this right now. Hold up. We have a little something I have to look at. Hold on. Hold up. Oh, crap. Ooh. Ooh, oh. Oh, I don't have 3-11. Oh, crap. Ooh. Holy crap, guys. Wow. So, so I don't have to work 3-11. Wow. I'm totally fine with that, to be honest. At least I don't have to do a closer on the 31st of this month. Of July 31st. So 3 to 9:30, I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. At least it's better than doing 3 to 11 and getting myself really tired, basically. So I'm fine with it. I'm fine with that to begin with. It's all considered and all prepared, all said and done. And speaking of sports time machine, you can check him out. He's doing the greatest team of Stratomatic baseball from the 80s or 90s. Valquez, real quick. Valquez 0-1, 3.46 ERA versus Smith, 1.65 ERA. You also have the 6-8 Pirates taking on the 7-6 Nationals in Washington. Quinzarza 2-0, 60 ERA, taking on Heckelson 1-0, 3.38 ERA on the mound for the 7-6 Nationals of the season. So that'll be a good one. 4-11 Twins versus the 9-3 Twins in Minnesota. Matthew Boyd 1-1, 3.71 ERA, taking on Kyle Gibson, 2.08 ERA. 6-8 Royals taking on the 8-6, hosting the 8-6 Indians in Kansas City. Danny Salazar, 2-0 perfect start for the 8-6 Indians, has an 0.60 ERA, taking on Duffy, 3.75 ERA. The 10-4 Cubbies hosting another good one, and the 12-3 Angels, who have been looking pretty hot, really hot this season, every 1 to 2 days a week. So yeah, it's the 12-3 Angels. Haney 2-1, 1.64 ERA. McNeil, thank you, buddy. Get about 5 likes. Can we jump in with 7 in the chat? Taking on Yu Darvish, 3.18 ERA in Chicago. 7-7 Rangers hosting the 6-13 Athletics in Texas. Lizardo, 0-1, 7.07 ERA, taking on Dorado, 1.82 ERA. The 12-4 Red Hot Padres, taking on the 4-11 D-backs in Arizona. Erlin, 1-1, 4.32 ERA, versus Ray, 2.41 ERA. The 3-13 Giants, hosting the 8-8 Rockies even in San Francisco. Marquez, 1-1, 2.45 ERA, taking on Johnny Cueto on the mound for the 3-13 Giants, who has a 1-0 record, 3.93 ERA. I don't know who put the fifth like, maybe somebody from Zombie Gaming, but thank you so much for that. Well. If it isn't my beautiful boo-boo kitten, my boo kitten, or my boo, lovable, romantic future fiancé. Good evening, baby. How you doing? Has a 1-0 record, 3.93 ERA. 10-5 Astros, taking on the 8-5 Mariners in Seattle. 2 ERA, taking on Hernandez. 4.26 ERA. Pronounced as earned runs average or earned runs allowed as well. 4-11 Brewers, taking on the 11-5 Dodgers. I'm almost done, guys. In Los Angeles. Crouton, thank you. Coming to Zombie Gaming, I like that. Now we're definitely back on track. Waterruff 0-3, 3.46 ERA, taking on Bueller. 2-0, 95 ERA. Was that so good? And the 9-5 Mets, taking on the 8-7 Braves in Atlanta. Zach Wheeler, 2.19 ERA. Versus Soroka, 6.046 ERA. We're not going to do any standings tonight, guys. It's already almost 9. But we will be doing baseball sometime this week. But my point does not know what the... I mean, since the... Friday the 31st, they're modified, so it's not 3 to 11. So I don't know if my point would love nothing more to see this. I told this. But as far as calls go on Messenger tonight, yes. We'll get on the call tonight, so... If that's what my point wants, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Because I haven't talked to her ass since yesterday in the morning, so I'm fine with that. So yes. I'll tell you a little more in a second what's going down tomorrow. Hold up. Alrighty, guys, that's going to wrap it up for tonight for me. The Cardinals are now 5-9 of the season, as they will be taking on the 10-4 Reds in series 2-game finale in Cincinnati, Ohio. So, if you guys had a good time being entertained. Oh my, are you okay, Puddin'? Are you alright? Hopefully you're okay though. From that. If you guys want to catch more MLB 19, every 1 to 2 days a week, managing the 5-9 Cardinals. Every 1 to 2 days a week. Be sure to hit that red support button in the chat, guys. Of the Iamacreator group and from Zombie Gaming. Shout out to him. I'll jump in with them tomorrow. He's going to be starting around 9 o'clock tomorrow night for sure. I don't see any extending on that, which I think it'll be good as usual. If there's also anybody in the chat, also smash the like button, tweet it out, share a comment, get it out there, get as much as you can, tweet me out as good as you can. If there's also anyone in the chat that does have a Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter anytime you like. Well, we watch our videos in full. We like the videos in full, share them, tweet them out, add them to a playlist. Hold on. We add them to a playlist, leaving a comment, and adding them to a playlist as always, and we never ask for support back. It is also anybody that would love to vote for the idol. Box to Box lands at 28. The Greatest Showman is at 12. But as far as calling goes tonight, yes, I'm fine with that. We'll do that after I'm done with the chat. So tomorrow, you guys may know I go back tomorrow from 8 to 3, and 7:30. Wait, no, 7:30 to 12. So between back-to-back tomorrow and Wednesday, you guys will have new episodes. It's still every Tuesday and Wednesday, guys, on the format. Which you guys are still entertaining for me to watch, as always. You guys come in from Zombie Gaming, I love that. And also from James Cox of the Iamacreator group. Equals Payitforward and be rewarded. But I'm going to get off here tonight. BL3 will be tomorrow night. So we really had to get ourselves back on track for that. And then this Thursday, my next day off is this Thursday. So you guys will have a new episode of The Last of Us Part 2 after I deal with Final Fantasy VII. That'll be in the morning. Well, speaking of Iamacreator community, what's up, Obia? How you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, if you guys also want to vote for the idol, let me know in the chat as well. I'm gonna get out of here. But don't forget, guys, BL3 will be tomorrow night. Since tomorrow is Tuesday, all you have to do is 8 to 3. And then the same thing with Wednesday, the same time.
Lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network.
You too, I'm gonna be live tomorrow after work, so all I have to do is 8 to 3. But with that, guys, I want to say thank you, from my creator group. Equals Payitforward, and be rewarded. Remember, guys, if you do have a Twitter, follow me on Twitter. Share me out. Get that out there as much as you can. With that, I want to say thank you, for stopping by. Thank you, girl. 6 likes. Can we jump in with 8 after the chat? Let me know. Thank you, Quinn. I love you. Thank you, Solak and Brother Mark. I'll see you guys tomorrow after 3, after I get back from Subway, to do Borderlands 3. Remember, guys, it's same time, same channel. Glad you guys had a good time. Better than this morning's disconnection. Hopefully it doesn't happen tomorrow either. But alright, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Have a good night. Hope you all enjoyed. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. Oh, anytime, I would appreciate that. And see if they can jump in to Zombie Gaming this week. He knows how to grow channels as well, same with James Cox. And you can tell me what they think. But alrighty, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you all enjoyed, had a good time tonight. I'll see you guys for BL3 tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. Have a good night. Stay safe for this coronavirus, when I hope it'll end very soon, hopefully. Same time, same channel. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Be careful, guys.